Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever felt like generating AI images is basically just rolling the dice, you're definitely not alone. It can be super frustrating. But today, we're going to change that. We put together a step-by-step guide for beginners on how to build a structured prompt. We're taking you from being a passive guesser, just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best, into a true creative director of AI images. Let's get right into it. So, why does the AI always guess wrong? We really have to start with this highly relatable frustration. You sit down, type a simple description into a generator for the first time, and the result is, well, kind of weird. It's totally random. Maybe the lighting is off, the background makes zero sense, or your subject somehow has like 7 fingers and a floating limb. No way that's what you wanted, right? But the reality is the AI isn't really guessing wrong. It's just guessing because we didn't give it enough information.
Okay, let's dive into this. Consider a super basic prompt like woman in a dress. When you give the AI this, it has to guess her age, her ethnicity, the exact type of dress, her pose, the location, the lighting, the whole shebang. That's just a massive amount of guesswork. Now contrast that with a structured prompt. Beautiful young African woman, emerald green ball gown, marble staircase, golden hour lighting, 85mm lens, 8K detail. Suddenly, the AI doesn't have to guess at all. You've handed it a clear, undeniable blueprint.
Here's our quick agenda for today. First, why prompt structure matters. Second, the 8-part formula. Third, step-by-step prompt building. Fourth, avoiding common beginner mistakes. And finally, number 5, your first practical exercise.
All right, section 1, why prompt structure matters.
To get consistently stunning results, we're talking about a massive paradigm shift here. AI isn't a search engine, right? It's a digital artist that needs precise instructions. So I really want you to internalize this golden rule from our source material. Specificity equals quality. That is absolutely crucial. Every single word you add acts like a filter, narrowing down those infinite interpretations until it perfectly aligns with your vision. Your main job is literally just to stop the AI from guessing.
And this brilliantly illustrates the point. Think of a structured prompt as a blueprint. If you were hiring an architect, you'd never just say, hey, build me a house, and then walk away. You'd end up with something completely wild. You'd give them a detailed blueprint showing the rooms, the materials, the exact lighting, the colors. You get the idea. The more detailed that blueprint is, the closer the final house matches your dream. And exactly the same rule applies to AI image generation.
Moving on to section 2, the 8-part formula.
Now, this framework is going to be your absolute best friend. It's the master blueprint for image prompts. Every great image prompt follows this exact sequence. We start with a subject, then appearance, clothing, environment, lighting, camera, style, and finally, quality. By locking in all these parts, you're taking total control over what comes out the other side.
And we aren't just memorizing a random list of words here. We're actually answering 8 crucial questions so the AI has 0 blind spots. Who is the subject? What do they look like? What are they wearing? What are they doing? Like, what's their pose? Where are they? How is the scene lit? How is it photographed? Think camera angle and lens here. And lastly, what's the final aesthetic or style? Just answer these 8 questions and the AI knows exactly what to do. It's really that simple.
Okay, section 3, step-by-step prompt building. Let's put on our creative director hats for a second and break down how these parts actually function. The subject is your anchor, right? It's the core of the image that everything else is built around. Then, appearance adds that physical realism, things like skin tone, eye shape, hair. Next, clothing instantly defines the mood of the shot. But please, whatever you do, don't forget the camera and lighting steps. Those 2 elements alone are what make an image feel wonderfully professional rather than cheap and amateurish. Seriously, never skip them.
So the crucial point is, by thinking in this specific layered sequence, you're no longer just typing out random descriptions. You are literally directing a photo shoot using only your words. You pick the subject, dress them, place them on a set, adjust the studio lights, choose your specific camera lens, and finally dictate the artistic grade. It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Let's test our formula and look at weak versus strong prompts side by side. Look at the weak prompt, a woman in a nice outfit outside. It's just incredibly vague. Now contrast that with the strong version. 28-year-old Nigerian woman, dark skin, almond eyes, emerald lace gown, luxury garden, golden hour lighting, 85mm lens, bokeh, ultra-realistic. Bam! By adding her exact age, the dress fabric, the lens size, and the time of day, we completely removed all ambiguity. Now the AI knows the exact masterpiece it needs to paint for you.
That brings us to section 4, avoiding common beginner mistakes. I definitely have to warn you, even with the absolute best framework,
A few common pitfalls can easily ruin an otherwise fantastic prompt. You're going to want to memorize these mistakes. Even a single misstep can throw the AI entirely off track. For instance, skipping crucial elements like lighting. If you don't explicitly tell the AI how the scene is lit, it just defaults to something basic. And that almost always leads to flat, lifeless, amateurish results.
Let's quickly fire off these top offenses. First, being too vague, like just saying, beautiful woman. It leaves way too much to chance. Skipping lighting and camera details, like we just talked about, robs your image of that pro-photographic quality. Another big one, prompting like a shopping list. Don't just throw disconnected keywords at the AI, write cohesive descriptions. And finally, watch out for contradictory details. If you ask for a bright sunny sky and dark moonlight in the exact same prompt, you're just going to confuse the AI and get a totally messy result. Keep your vision consistent.
I really want to drive home this profound shift in mindset from our source material. Most beginners describe what they want. Experts describe what the camera sees. Think about it. If you want an image of a wealthy executive, a beginner will type, "make her look rich." But the AI doesn't understand the abstract human concept of rich. An expert, though, knows to describe visual details. They'll write, tailored cream suit, luxury leather handbag, modern glass office building. The AI understands those concrete visual details perfectly.
Finally, Section 5, your first practical exercise.
All right, it's time to stop listening and start doing. Let's move to the real-world practice and see how this builds. This assignment is designed to permanently wire this 8-part formula into your brain so it just becomes second nature every time you open an AI tool. Let's apply your brand new Creative Director superpowers right now.
Here is how we break down the assignment. Step 1, write a weak, vague prompt, maybe just 4 words describing a person in a place. Step 2, upgrade that exact prompt using all 8 parts of the formula we just learned. Answer the who, what, where, lighting, camera, all of it. Step 3, paste both prompts into your AI tool of choice, Midjourney, Leonardo, whatever you prefer. And Step 4, compare them. I promise you, seeing the 2 results side by side is where the real learning clicks. You're going to visually see the raw power of this blueprint.
So what does this all mean for your next creation? I'll leave you with this final, provocative challenge. Can you take the simple phrase, woman in a red dress, and instantly turn it into a highly structured 8-part masterpiece without looking back at your notes? I urge you to test your new skills right now. Go experience the absolute magic of structured prompting for yourself. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy prompting!